This thing done. Where are them guys at? We need some help. Man, you guys are always sneaking up on me. Man, we got a lot of work to do. We got a late start. It's got to happen tonight. It's Saturday night at Junks Automotive, right? We're gonna put some of this stuff on the car. No, I'm gonna use this to put on the car, right? I wish it was that easy. So we got a lot of body work to do. We got a monster so we can get jacked up like spider monkeys on Mountain Dew. Come on, put your dirty clothes on. Let's get chop chop. Welcome back to Junks Automotive. I gotta pee. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, no, it's not. I'm gonna give you a recap what we got left, what I've done so far. New Bondo, same product, just a different part number of the other, whatever, it's not important. Okay. This is done, ready to go. This is done, ready to go. Rocker panel, I think I'm gonna go over it just real quick, little sandpaper. This is all blocked out in 80, stuff fixed. We're good to go here. I still have a few touch-ups where I've got marked out here. This was high and this is low, so I knocked this down best I could, built this up just a little bit, kind of even it out because the car is kind of, yeah. Still have to go over this fender. It's had the one pass on it, a couple passes down there. Door's had a couple passes on it, but it's got some details to get figured out. Do the top of the door. This fender's pretty much done. Just need to block out everything. Oh, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. One thing I forgot about that I'm gonna have to fix. This right here. Wonka, wonka, wonka. That's not good. That's where this thing sat on concrete or whatever and it actually rubbed through the pinch. So this is aluminum and this is steel. If this was steel, I just welded it up, grind it off, be done with it. But we can't do that. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Yay. See here. Again, this is the outer shell that's aluminum, pinched around the metal shell that is the door. First, what I want to do is clean up inside there. So I got a piece of 80 grit, fold it over. Try to get in there without destroying it or breaking it off. Get all that gunky stuff out of there best I can. We want some good adhesion inside there. I'm going to show you why here in just a second. We've got our little spot fixed. I've got some Duraglass, a little bit of batch made up. All I'm going to do is do my best. If I can get that down a little bit. Work some of that inside. Inside our crackaroo. See it squirt out a little bit right there. Vice grips. That squirting out means we got plenty in there. Now we'll clean that up. Once the vice grips get glued on there, let that set up and do it with the rest of our body work. Grind it off and we'll never have a problem out of it. All right, so let's see how we did. stayed together. We'll grab a little piece of 40 grit just to scuff that off right quick. A little bit oozed out on the back side too, so that's good. That means we have full contact. There we go. What do you think of that? Other than using a two-part epoxy, that might have been okay, but that'll be just fine. Yep. Gone over this 5 or 6 times already. It's just so lumpy, it's hard to get it leveled out. Rough it up with the flat block and some 40 grit just to get it started. Kind of break that glaze off. Well, it's still a little soft, you know. I can tell. See, it's high right here. We'll go ahead and cut it down. Just kind of that high spot, I can feel it. I'm just going glazing right over top of it. With that 40 grit, cut it down. I can see metal trying to stick through right there. And still low right over here. Man. I like using that 40 grit to get all my edges kind of knocked down. Makes it easier to feather with my 80. Well, no. Feels pretty good right through there. It's just this little spot. I might have to knock that down a little bit. Can you see that? Little dark spot. Giving it some support. I don't want to cave the whole thing in. Mud flap. Yep. Mud flap. Flexible but hard. All right, just something real quick for you guys. If you look, you have a piece of tape right here. But between the hinges, basically, this door skin was pushed in, right? Didn't want to fill it full of Bondo, nothing like that. But look how nice and straight it is. So let me show you what I did to fix that. See that? You know, a little handy nail puller, pry bar-y thing. I just opened the door and I put it inside against that A-pillar. Opened the door up on it, and then just held the door open and pried on it. And I kept working back and forth, up and down, between the two hinges till I worked it all out. Didn't have to take door off or anything. Looks pretty nice, huh? Actually, this fender Bondo can be cut down a little bit. All right, man, we got a lot to do. You see that? That dark color? Mm-hmm. That's either other Bondo or metal coming through. That's metal right there. So I want to stop. I don't want to hit that anymore. Because then if I do, it's going to look like this, and it'll be a funky high spot. Right now it feels good. Rough, but good. You know what this is?
Sanding block, right? Or no, it's not a block.
It was. Piece of mud flat.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just rubber.
Yeah, it's flexible but hard. So I can
Bends
go
in the right shape.
That's how I did the top all these fenders, because they're so round and around the headlights. A lot of stuff. We got a visitor.
Oh, jeez. Hi, YouTube.
So, all down the car, I think I have a couple little spots, some edges to go over. It's done in 80 grit, and we're, you know, I'm probably going to go over a little bit more. Hood, pretty beat up. I straightened out some dents, popped some stuff out. Basically going to go over the whole thing with Bondo. Probably use the miniature Hondo Bog, the Bondo Hog. Go over it, DA it, get it done. Same with the trunk. So while I do some of that, get some Bondo on here, I want you to check out some footage. Old Ralph come by the other day. We had a good visit. So I want you to check that out, and here it is.
Look, cows.
Oh yeah, boo. Nice day for a ride, ain't it?
Isn't it beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the sun's out, barely a breeze, even though we're going, what, 60 mile an hour now?
Yeah.
My word.
See, I like it without the windshield.
I do too.
Yeah,
I didn't think I would, but you're right, I do.
Yeah. Oh, bug. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's why there's a windshield, probably.
Yeah,
That and our hat's not blowing off. What's the deal with that? Our hat is blowing
Oh. Yeah, all right. Hey, I think that guy in the Corvette wants to race.
Okay, give it to him. Go. Talk to Cecilia. She'll fix you up with the right stuff.
Well, that might be a thing. I mean, I like moss because 2 days later it's here.
Yeah,
You know,
and I don't know that the way it looks is you have to literally catch them in the office and talk to these people.
But this door I went over a couple times. It's just got one spot, of course the edges, but this one spot right here I need to work on. That's a high spot with a low spot where a dent was. So I'll have to fix that.
You think people would see that, huh?
Yeah. You put shiny paint on it, you're gonna, I mean, you know, it's not gonna be perfect, but
No.
I wanna try to make it as nice. But this whole back end's done, this door's done except for that. Then I'll do the rocker panel, then this, you know, I mean, it's coming around. Like I said, though, I got tired of looking at the front of this car. I just like, and it's a mess.
Yeah, we kind of suspected that.
You know, where they had the pieces welded in here
Like
and
I said,
here.
at one point the old man thought about just cutting that out and putting a Cobra type nose on it.
Oh, a different
Yeah.
front end on it. And
what you're talking about even matters to me. I'm a bastard. I'm only thinking about myself. I'm a bastard. Yeah, it's all about me and nobody else. I don't think you have a clue. I only do what I want to when I want to. I want to do it my way. And I don't think you know me like I know me. 'Cause I know me and I know I ain't gonna change. No way. I'm a bastard. I could be different, but I won't try. I'm a bastard. I'm only thinking about me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. He's a bastard. I don't care, he's a bastard. I know somewhere he's a bastard. There's a girl for me, he's a bastard. Who loves me like I do. And I do. I don't think you understand. You don't understand the word I'm saying to you. I don't think you see that you don't see what you're talking about don't mean nothing to me. No, it don't. I'm a bastard. I'm only thinking about myself. I'm a bastard. Yeah, it's all about me and nobody else. I'm a bastard. I could be different, but I won't try. I'm a bastard. I'm only thinking about me, myself, and I.
All right, so just to explain real quick what you saw me doing there, used this orbital sander. It just goes around for the most part. So I had 40 grit on her just to knock the tops off of it, kind of break that glaze. Then I just used a regular DA with 80 grit. Just glided on top of it. If you saw me bearing down a couple places, well, what I was doing, found a high spot and I actually kind of sanded the aluminum off. It's a little different than metal. You can, but so it still has a little bit of something to it. But man, it's a whole lot better than it was. Let me get some stuff cleaned up, get some stuff masked off, and let's get the spray guns out. It's going on at 1 o'clock in the morning. For you guys, I do this. The feather fills does not stick to bare metal. It is not direct to metal. The reason I know that is because I read the data sheet, you know, the directions. So we're going to use some epoxy primer. I'll mix up a little bit, reduce it down 10%, let it set for 30 minutes, and then go to town on the fat stuff. We'll try to show you some spray paint in action in a minute. Three in the morning. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, got the epoxy on there. Trying to let it sit up a little bit longer. Mixing up the feather fills. Kind of freaked out. I opened the lid and it was pink. Then I realized, oh, I got to stir it. So, good. I don't want that my friend Pete fiasco. Got a cheap gun, 1.8. Only something happens and I fall and break my leg or knock myself out, or I just pass out from exhaustion, and this stuff sets up in the can and ruins the paint gun. No big deal. It was like $19 or something. Something happens with this, then I can always go back to my primer gun that you saw me using. So it's 32 ounces times 4, and one of these for each one. My problem is I got a 32 ounce cup, but I have little cups. None of them are 32. These go to 24, and I guess I could fill it all the way to the top. I can do the math. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I got the filter, water separator. I've got it set at about 45 pounds. I'm probably going to turn it up just a touch. You know, gun's supposed to be 45, and we can have a little higher. Set it to a small pattern and just overlap it really good, and then really lay it thick on top of the fenders, the top of the car, where all the seeable damage is. It's nice to see it all one color though. All right, let me get this over with and I'll show you when we're done. Yep, 4:38. Started at 6, so 10 and a half hours. You know, I'm kind of proud of myself, to be honest with you. First time I've used this stuff, it's on. Man, it's thick. Bought 2 gallons of Bondo and put most of it on the floor. I'm pretty sure we probably didn't need any of it. Just sprayed this stuff on. Holy cow. We got 4 full wet, thicky coats. Then the last half of the gun, I just went on top of everything, and where all the damage and a lot of the work was, which is, well, most of the car. But hey, if you guys want to try something like this, I mean, you know, I'd do your research like I did, read the instructions, and then if something goes wrong and you did something different, then you'll know why. Pretty happy with it. It's going to sit for a couple weeks. Next video though is going to be a little change of gears, but it's going to be fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm going on vacation and all that, and this stuff needs to settle. You guys that won hats, man, hey, all you guys, I'm so happy and proud of Junks Automotive, you know, and that's the cool thing about it is I couldn't do it by myself. Had to have you. That's why we're doing this together. If this had turned out really bad, you'd have seen it, because it's our journey, you know. So if there's something you're wanting to do on your project, something you want to try, man, just get out there and do it. Just do it. Do your research, ask questions, use what you got, and just get somewhere. Get it, do it, you know. All right. Hey, thanks again for watching. Like, share with your friends, maybe on your Facebookie or whatever you do. You know, make sure you're subscribed. I'm not always this boring. Junk out. Oh God, woo.
Thanks for watching. Junk Automotive.